Hi, it's Tuesday night, the 29th of September, and day 273 of my journey to business alignment, and I'm still living the dream. My power statement for this morning said, I'll continue focusing on and working on the remaining website tasks that I have left to do, as well as do all I can to make sure that Fahad and Cody finish their task list as soon as possible so that we can take the website live as soon as possible. Well, today was an interesting day, I'll tell you what. I made contact with Fahad about 9 a.m. this morning, my time, which was about 8 p.m. tonight, which is what I'm after that right now even, but this morning it was nighttime in Fahad's time in Pakistan. He was getting ready to finish his day and then go to bed. I was just getting ready to take what he got done and understand what we got done and then go ahead and get about it. But, oh my goodness, guess what? He told me that he wasn't able to do anything throughout the night as he was able to connect to the web. He was not able to connect to the web server or host. It was shut down. So I reached out to Cody, who is my support guy and provides me the hosting for my web pages and all my email addresses and so forth. And he said he noticed it and had a ticket into the host already and hadn't heard back anything from them yet. So I told Fahad that once they get it back online, I would let him know and to watch for my messages for when he wakes up tomorrow morning. But I'll be in bed, okay? I mean, he's up right now. And so he's going to watch throughout the whole day to see when it came on. I then would work with Cody throughout the day tomorrow and get the host to working as soon as possible. Well, I am ready to go to bed because it's after 10:30 p.m. and so it's 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday morning for him already. And I had to tell him it isn't up yet and still isn't working. But please keep checking on it, like I said, throughout the day and get after the task that he has right sitting there once he can. Well, here's my back burner list for Tuesday. Got those done. Here's my other list I had that I wrote down and kept some things going. I got all those done today. And I did my normal list today with the 3 highlights. Got those, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But I also had, because of the day, how it went, I had a special budget I had to do. I had to work on a special budget. You can't quite see it. But I got that done and ready for my wife because she wanted me to go through some things between now and the end of the year and then plan on for 2021. So I had to wait on Cody all day long in the host, and so I just went ahead and focused on what I could focus on and do what I could do and not what I couldn't do right now. I can't change it, and so here's those list of to-dos I just went through, and that's what I focused on. Anyhow, my video journal, I can't really talk about tasks that Fahad did and I did because it was shut down. So my normal task to do, my number one most important task for today, of course, was to finish the 5 podcast landing pages. Couldn't do it. My fun task for today was to get Fahad's list of to-dos updated from talking with him and get after doing my next list. Couldn't do it. And its exciting task today was to get my 2 lists ready for Fahad and Cody. Already got them. Couldn't replace the ones they list because they couldn't do the list that they did have. Couldn't do it. The host was down. Well, since everything was shut down, I had to take a step back and then redirect my efforts to get after doing tasks that I needed to get done, that I've been thinking about getting done, but I've been busy doing these other things, and I've been putting them off for a while, but I didn't have to. I got after it today. So my end of the day success routine says, get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today? The host going down. But I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't have done anything better or worse. I was not in control. I did wake up early and I started strong. I started my morning with power and I was productive throughout the day as best I could, and I got the most important things done that I'd been holding off on, but I couldn't do those 3 most important things that related to the website because the host was down. So I did move my goals forward. I got pieces of my dream coming through the portal of my mind to the world of the physical anyway, because I have other things I do that's not related to the website that I have to get ready so I can coach. Did you show up as the person you wanted to today? I have to say I did. I didn't let it bother me too much. I gave it its moment, did the plow or the flicker, and went on doing the day. So I did show up like I feel like I served myself best. What about your personal time with Kathleen? It's Tuesday night. We had a wonderful dinner and time tonight, and now I'm finishing the day strong so I can set the table for tomorrow for it to be a success. So I was present for her, and she was present for me. In summary, I asked myself, were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? Did you keep your promise that you made this morning? Well, after learning about the host going down, I decided to promise myself that I would attack the back burner list and do that budgeting and get that ready for Kathleen, and that's what I did, and bam, got it done. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time this morning, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any pre-played, what I call instant pre-played movies? Well, this morning was like every other morning I have enjoyed for the over 272 days now, where I watch my 5 most important must-see TV favorite 5 movies. And I spent several minutes pondering, relaxing, meditating, breathing right, getting rid of the chaos and stress, and then watching an instant pre-play movie of people coming to my website. I set my day up strong this morning. I started strong. Again, I can't reiterate this amount. The power of imagining what will be as though it already is what going to the movies is all about. That's what it's all about. My next question says, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? Another way to say it is, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow, even if the day went sideways getting it done, but you'd still feel successful accomplishing it? What would that one thing be? Now put into a power statement. Well, my power statement for tomorrow is still going to be, I'll continue working on my remaining website tasks as much as I can while this is shut down, and working with Fahad and Cody once it's up to get their task done so we can get that site live as soon as possible. But it's all in the hands of the host right now. Next is, were there any mistakes or failures that I had that I made today that I could turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, because I didn't have any control over the host issue, and therefore neither did Fahad or Cody, we all went forward to work on what we could do, and so there was no real failure, just frustration a little bit, which I'm managing by thinking positive thoughts, forward-thinking thoughts. And I will say this, there's a little bit of a lemonade out of the lemon. That is, it's made me step back and say, do I want to really continue on with this host? I need to find a host that is more reliable, or find out what happened so I can make that determination if I need to change ships. It's better to do it now than when I'm making $20,000 a month and it shuts down for an entire month. Can't have that. So that's kind of a positive thing to have this happen early on and get me thinking. So that's next. That's what I got to focus on, is figure that out. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today was all that I got done that I had been putting off. My wife was very happy that I got that budget done for us to have a good conversation. So it's so great. The next step in my end of the day success routine is to rate my day of effort, of course. And so I gave today a 5. I gave it a 5 simply because I couldn't work at the speed of 10. As far as the website tasks go, I just had no control over that. I could only work on lesser important tasks, and that's what I did all day. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says we are more than a human being. We are a human becoming. We are more than a human being. We are a human becoming, you and I. Once we accept the fact that there is a law of compensation which governs all our thoughts and deeds, we will have uncovered the secret of directing our lives in any direction we choose for our own destiny. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for, the law of compensation, which says the law of compensation has never been repealed. You must live with it whether you like it or not, so you may as well use it to your own advantage. Man, there is a law irrevocably decreed upon which all blessings are predicated. When we obtain any of these blessings or gifts, it's by obedience to that law upon which it is predicated. Blessings are inseparably connected to the law to the law of blessing or the law of punishment upon which that law was predicated. The laws are universal. They're the laws of the universe. The specific stripes or punishment may follow late after the offense, but they follow nonetheless because they accompany it. They're attached to it. They're inseparably connected to it. They are predictable. They are predicated upon a law called compensation, for good or for bad. I say that we should do all we can to... Let me just stop back and step back. I say this. I say that we should do all we can to embarrass the law of compensation. And that way we will reap our reward. Just do so much to the good that it can't help but reward. That's what I'm talking about. Next, I'm grateful for Mr. Peel, who said, we grow because we struggle. And we learn from the struggle, and in doing so, we overcome. Learning from my personal struggle is just another day in the life of Coach B, that's for sure. That's what this journey to business alignment is all about. I'll be back here right tomorrow night at my laptop, fighting my challenger, my old self, and getting the new self, the true self, the right self, working and going and moving forward. And life goes on and the fight goes on, starting again tomorrow. I see you tomorrow night, but until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.